morning, students. This is Sivakrishna from the Department of Mechanical Engineering, DBS Institute of Technology, Kavali. Today I am going to presentation on process management. So this is the continuation topic from the second unit, process management. In this PPT I am going to presentation on new 7 quality control tools. So what are the 7 new quality control tools? In last class we can discuss about the non-conformance reporting, TQM tools and techniques. The tools and techniques are check sheets, Pareto chart, flow chart, cause and effect diagram, histogram, scatter diagram, control chart, and finally new 7 quality control tools with history and basic 7 quality control tools. Benefits of incorporating. So this is the so these topics are discussed in the last previous class. So today I am going to presentation in the what are the 7 new quality control tools and explain it. So you can discuss it one by one. So the new 7 quality control tools are, the first one is affinity diagram. For pinpointing the problem in a chaotic situation and generating solution strategies. Gathers large amount of intertwined verbal data. The verbal data means ideas, options, or issues. Organize the data into groups based on natural relationship. Makes it feasible for further analysis and to find a solution to the problem. Next, advantages of affinity diagram. So what are the advantages of the affinity diagram? Facilitate breakthrough thinking and stimulate fresh ideas. Permits the problem to be pinned down accurately. Ensures everyone clearly recognizes the problem. Incorporates opinions of entire group. Fosters team spirit. Raises everyone's level of awareness. Spurs to the group into actions. So these are all the advantages of affinity diagram. Next, constructing an affinity diagram. So what are the construction method? By applying the affinity diagram in group method approach. So by applying the group method approach, so what are the construction of the affinity diagrams are? The first point is select a topic. Next, collect verbal data by brainstorming. Discusses information collected until everyone understands it thoroughly. Write each item on separate data card. Spread out all cards on the table. Move data card into groups of similar themes. So what are the themes are? Natural affinity for each other. Combine statements or data cards to new affinity statement. Make new card with affinity statement. Continue to combine until less than 5 groups. Lay the groups out, keeping the affinity cluster together. Next, complete the diagram. So what are the layouts? In the lay of the group outs are keeping the affinity cluster together. Next, complete the diagram. So next one. So new quality control tools, FNIT. So we can see the FNIT diagrams in the new quality control. So first of all, we can see the diagram, the completing an affecting diagram. So topic. So the topic can be divided into three stages. So affinity statement. So these are all this topic will be all connected to the topics will be confirmation to the affinity statement. And passing to the affinity statement, this is a data cards. So data cards is very important to contact the groups. So this is the affinity diagram principle. So next one is relations diagram. So next quality control second stage is relations diagram. For finding solution strategies by clarifying relationships with complex interrelated causes. Resolve triangle issues by unraveling the local connection. Allows for multidirectional thinking rather than linear, also known as interrelationship diagrams. So these are all the interrelationship diagrams. So tangle issues and unraveling the local connections, allow the multidirectional things rather than linear. So it also known as interrelationship diagrams. Next, advantages of relations diagrams. So useful at planning state of obtaining perspective on overall situations, facilitate consensus among them, assists to develop and change people things, enable priorities to be identified accurately, make the problem recognizable by clarifying the relationships among causes. So next, constructing a relationship diagram. So what are the construction method by using the relationship diagram? By applying group method approach. So the first one is express the problem in form of why isn't something happening. Each member list 5 causes affecting problem. Write each item on a card. Discuss information collected until everyone understands it thoroughly. Move cards into similar groups. Asking why, explore the cause-effect relationships and divide the cards into 3 stages. So what are the primary, secondary and tertiary causes? So asking why. So why means, so explore the cause-effect relationships. So is the cause-effect relationship can be divided into 3 causes. So what are the 3 stages in the causes? So primary stage and secondary stage and tertiary causes. Connect all cards by their relationship. So we can collect the all cards by using the some relation what is coming to the both the cards, so that both cards are collected by the relationship. Next, further discuss until all possible causes has been identified. So finally the discussion is completed. The all problem causes has been identified the employee or management manager. So review whole diagram looking for relationship among causes. So the review from the diagrams is the looking from the all relationship all causes among the relationship diagrams. So we can rearranging the one diagrammatic for connect all related groups. So it will be connected to the what problem is coming. So this rectifying the problem. So when rectifying the problem, which department is completed the problem, when collect the related groups, then form to the problem issuing. Next, complete the diagram. We can see the block diagram. The relationship diagram, completing the relationship diagram, we can see the figure. So the middle of the bottom, the center diagram, the middle of the diagram is why doesn't X happening. So this will be coming to the first stage of cause is primary causes. So primary causes will be attached to the one four groups. Four groups will be primary stage. So this will be connected to the why doesn't X happening. In this primary, you can go to connect the secondary stage causes. In primary stage, you can connect to the secondary stage. So we can see the diagram. So then secondary stage connected to the tertiary causes. So this will is in primary stage left side. You can go to the secondary and the tertiary. And this one is a primary and the secondary cause is a tertiary cause, but in a fourth level cause. Coming to the tertiary, secondary cause and fourth level cause and fifth level cause and sixth level cause. So this final 5-6 levels will be converted to the tertiary causes. So when tertiary cause is completed, you can coming to the secondary causes. So secondary cause is completed, then go to the primary cause. So finally the primary cause is completed, then no relationship is the diagram is shown in the figure. So next, tree diagrams. For systematically purchasing the best static strategies of for affiliating an objective, develops a instructions for strategies for achieving objectives, reveals method to achieve the results, also known as systematic diagrams or dendrograms. Next, advantages of T diagrams. Systematic and logical approach is less likely that items are omitted, facilitate argument among team are extremely convincing with strategies. So these are the advantages in a T diagram. So next, constructing a team diagram. So what are the construction method by using the T diagram in a group approach method? So first one is write relationship diagram, topic, objective card. Identify constraints on how objective can be achieved. Discuss means of achieving objectives. What are the achieving objectives are? Primary means first level strategy. Take each primary mean, write objective for achieving it. So this will be means the secondary means. So continue to explain to the fourth level. So it will be continuously explained for the fourth level. So review each system of means in both directions. So we can review the each system. It can means by the both directions. The directions means from objective to means and means to objective. So it will be directs from these are the two both directions. So what are the objective to means? So means to objective. So add more cards if needed. So it will be added many more cards if it needed for the particular problem. So connect all levels. So it will be connect all problems coming to the one single level. So next complete the diagram. So the diagram will be completed. So you can see the diagrammatical representation. So this is the tree diagram. So completing the tree diagram, you can see the figure. So first to accomplish this can be divided to the two stages, and primary means this primary means then will be converted to the secondary means. In secondary means, so you can see the figure also. In secondary means it will be divided through two stages, third means and third means, and finally the secondary means. All this will be converted to the third mean. Next, finally the fourth mean is completed. So this will be to accomplish the primary stage and secondary stage. This will be third stage and fourth stage. Finally the problem can be solved. This is the T diagram method. So next type is matrix diagram. For clarifying problem by thinking multidirectionally. So by using multidirectionally, the matrix diagram is solving the problem. So consists of a two-dimensional array to determine location and nature of problem. So by using the two-dimensional array to determine the location and the nature of the problem. So discuss key ideas by relationship represented by the cell in matrix. So discover the key, identify the relationship represented by the cells in the matrix. Next, advantages of matrix diagram. So what are the advantages in the matrix diagram? To enable data on ideas based on extensive experience. So clarifies relationships among different elements. Makes overall structure of problem immediately obeys. Combined from 2 to 4 types of diagrams. Location of problem is clear. So in this matrix diagram, it will be divided to 5 types. So the 5 types are L-shaped, T-shaped, Y-shaped, X-shaped, and C-shaped. So these are the advantages in the matrix diagram. So next, what are the construction method by using the matrix diagram? So write final level means from the T diagram forming vertical axis. Write in evaporation categories. So evaporation category means efficiency, particability, and rank on horizontal axis. So examine final level means to identify whom will implement them. So final mean to what are the examine the problem, identifying this who will be implemented. So how who person will be implement them. So write names along horizontal axis. Label groups of columns as responsibilities. Label right hand end of horizontal axis as remarks. So example, each cell and insert the appropriate symbols. So we can insert the many symbols. So it will be inserted in the appropriate symbols. The symbols are so efficiency C. O is a good. So capital E is a satisfactory. So X means non-practicability. O means a good. So coming to the efficiency, so efficiency means O is a good, E is a satisfactory, so X is none. Next then go to the practicability, O is a good, P is a satisfactory, so X is a none. So this will be common to the same affinity and practicability, but symbols will be changing. The symbols in this OEX for the efficiency, OPX for the practicability. So determine score for each combination of symbols recorded in rank column. So we determine the combination of each symbols. So the rank will be recorded in the rank column. Examine cells under responsibility column. Insert double circle for principal and a single circle for subsidiary. So example for the responsible columns are, so insert the double circles for the principals and by using single circle is subdivide subsidiary. So final one, fill out remarks columns and record meanings of symbols. So what are the symbols meanings? It will be fill the meaning of the symbols. So next complete the diagram. So next we can see the diagram. So the complex of the matrix. So this will be seen the first two, 1, 2, 3 stages, 4, 5, 6. 6 stages. This is the primary and secondary stage. These remarks will be added. This last column. So you can see the figure. This one is the efficiency. Next practicability. Next rank. State cards. Secondary plan. Quality control circle. Secondary plan manager. So leader. Monitor. So this is a similar matrix form is created. So fourth level means from the tree diagram. So this is a single zero all. Next coming to the fourth level means from the tree diagram. So these are completed the fourth level means from the tree diagram all. So this will be see the single diagram. So rank is a 1. So then holds 4 times for a month. Next coming to the rank, fourth level means from the T diagram. So this will be triangular form. So efficiency. So for practicability is a single zero. So the rank is a 3. Next leader is a double zero. So this is all every meeting. So at every meeting. So this is the fourth level management system. So complete the matrix diagram. This is the number of ranks 1, 1, 3, 2, 5, 1, 4, 2, double 1. So this is the 2 triangles, 2 circles. So one circle, another one is a X. So finally the diagram will be completed. So you can see the diagram. This is a matrix, completing the matrix diagram in the 7 quality control tools from the matrix diagram. So you can see the figure also. So next you can go to the arrow diagram. So arrow diagram for working out optimal schedules and controlling them efficiency. So in working out the optimal schedules and controlling them efficiency, so what are their schemes are, schedules are, show relationships among tasks needed to implement a plan, network techniques using nodes for events and arrows for activities. So used in PERT and CPM. So the full form of the PERT is program evaluation and review techniques, and CPM means critical path method. So in this arrow diagram we can use the PERT and CPM methods. So next advantages for advantages of arrow diagram. So it allows overall task to viewed and potential snacks to be identified before work starts. So it allows the overall task to viewed in a potential, what are the potential snacks to be identified before work will be start, leads to discover of possible improvements, makes it easy to monitor progress of work, deals promptly with changes to plan. So it improve communication among the teams. Promote is understanding and argument among group. So this is the advantages in arrow diagram. So next, what are the construction of new arrow diagram? From strategies on tree diagram, select one objective of arrow diagram. So for strategy, what are the strategies from the tree diagram is select one objective on of arrow diagram. So identify constructions to objective. List all activities necessary to achieving objectives. Write all essential activities on separate cards. So it will write the all essential cards by using single, but not the single cards. It will be used for the separate individual cards. Organize cards in sequential order of activity. So organize the cards by using the, it will be arranged in the sequential order for the activity. So remove any duplicate activities. So it will be removed any of the duplicated card, duplicated activity. So it will be removed from the duplicated card. So review order of activity. Find sequence with greatest amount of activities. Arrange parallel activities. So it will be arranged, so parallel activities, this they will be arranged in the parallel manner. So examine path. So number codes in sequence from left to right. So in a sequence order, this will be arranged in the left to right order. So record names and other necessary information. Next, the diagram is completed. Next, we can see the diagram for arrowhead. Completing an arrow diagram. So in this arrow diagram, this will be, we start with the activity. So first one, then go to the second. Then second will be divided into two stages. So third one and bottom, third one and fourth one. Then fourth is completed and coming to the fifth. So then activities go to the one single order. In this will be arranged in a horizontal line. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 9, 10, 13. So this is a one order. So next another strategy is going to go to the constraint next. This constraint then go to the another stage. So then second stage then be divided into 3, 2 and 4. Then 4 is completed, then go to the 5. Then 5 will passing through the horizontal pass of the 3 to 5. Then coming to the 5. So this will be ended of the 5. Next, then coming to the 3, this will be connected to the sixth part. This is a 6 arrow. In 6 arrow then be divided into two stages. This is 7 and 8. And 9 will be arranged to the parallel arrangement. So 7, 8, 9 arrangement. So this will see the parallel arrangement. So this will be connected to the series arrangement. Then 3 and 4 will be arranged the parallel arrangement. Next, when parallel arrangement completed, then go to the 10, 11. So 10, 11 is also arranged to the parallel arrangement. And then go to the final stage. This is go to the 13 and 12. So 12, 13 is also arranged to the parallel arrangement. So this is the arrow diagram. Will be arranged the strategies. So series arrangement and parallel arrangement. So 1, 2 is a series arrangement, 3, 4 parallel arrangement, 5, 6 is a parallel arrangement. So 3, 5 is a series, 5, 9 series, 10, 11 series, 9, 10 series, 10, 13 series. So these are all arrangement in the series arrangements. Then common manner, this will be arranged the parallel arrangement. So this will be arranged with the parallel 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. These are all arranged in the parallel arrangement. So this is the final diagram will be completed. Next, process decision program chart. So next quality control is process decision program chart. For producing the desired results from many possible outcomes. So it is used to plan various contingencies, used for getting activities back on track, setters event in required direction if unanticipated problems occur, finds feasible countermeasures to overcome problems. The next advantages in process decision program chart. This is short form is a PDPC charts. PDPCs. So facilitate forecasting. So it will be facilitate the forecasting method. So users forced to anticipate contingencies. So enables problems to pinpoint it. Illustrates how events will be directed to successful conclusion. So enables those involved to understand decision makers' intentions. Fosters cooperation and communication in group. So easily modified and easily understand. So these are the advantages in the process decision program chart. So next, constructing a PDPC. So what is the construction method? So it will select a highly effective but difficult strategy from the tree diagram. Decide on a goal, most desirable outcome. So identify existing situations. So this is the starting point. So identify constructions of objective, list activities to reach goal and potential problem with each activity, review list, add external activities or problems not through of previously, prepare contingency plan for each step and review what action is needed if step is not achieved. So examine carefully to check for inconsistencies and all important factors are included. So examine to make sure all contingencies plans and adequate. So next, complete the diagram. So you can see the diagrammatic representation in process decision program charts. So complementing the problem PCDC, PDPC. Next you can start the problem. The start means, so what is the start is? So identify existing situation. So identify the existing situation is the starting point. So first you can start the problem. Next and go to the next stage. This process is S. So this will be connected to the another stage. So this is one example problem. If finally then go to the no. Then it will complete to the start process. Finally the yes, they will convert it to the another stages. Finally the goal is be completed. So start and goal is the very important for the entire organization for the problem. So next, matrix data analysis. So last one in the 7 quality control tools, matrix data analysis. So principal component analysis. The technique qualitatives and arranges data present in matrix based solely based solely on numerical data, finds indicators that differentiate and attempt to clarify large amount of information. Next, advantages of principal component matrix. So it can be used in various fields. So the fields are markets surveys, new product planning, process analysis. Can be when used the matrix diagram does not give sufficient information. So it can be used the matrix diagram, it does not give the sufficient information. So it will useful a prioritization grid. Prioritization grid. So next, what is the construction a prioritization grid? So determine your goals, your alternatives, and criteria for decision. Place selection in order of importance. So apply percentage weight to each open option. All weights should be add up to 1. Some identical ranges to establish overall ranking. So it will be divided by number of options for average ranking. The rank order each option will respect to criteria. So average the ranking and apply a completed ranking. Multiply weight by associated rank in matrix. In example, 4 is the best, 1 is the worst. So multiplying the weight of analysis, the rank matrix is the fourth. For example, we can say ranks 1 to 4. So 1 is the worst and 4 is the best. So results is important score. So results is the most important for this course. Add up important scores for each option. So it will be add the important score for each every option. So rank order the alternative according to the importance. The rank order will be alternative to the according to the importance. So it will be a order of the rank will be arranged in one by one. This will be order is the worst. What is order is important. So that water is arranged in one by one. So next we can complete the. You can see the completed diagram. So next we can see the diagram. So matrix data analysis completing the prioritization grid. So in this prioritization grid, this will be options design A, design B, design C, design D. So these are the 4 design options. One in every design we can go to the percentage weight and rank and importance score. So in coming to the design A, the percentage is 40 and the rank is 4 and importance score is 1.6. So the cost is percentage weight is 30 and the rank is 3 and importance score is 90. And reliability, in coming to the reliability, and the percentage weight is 20 and the rank is 3 and important score is 60. Next is what is the strength? The percentage weight is 10, rank is 1, important score is 10. Next coming to the importance sum score and option ranking. So 3.2 is a score. So 1 tie is a rank opinion. Next coming to the design B. So the design B can go to the percentage weight same and the rank and the importance score. Then percentage weight then go to the 30% and the rank is 3. The customer acceptance. So person in design B in customer acceptance is percentage weight 30% is customer acceptance and the rank 3% and the importance score is 90. Coming to the cost, the percentage weight is 40 and rank 4, importance score is 1.6. Next coming to the reliability, percentage weight 10%, so rank 1, importance score 10. Coming to the strength, the percentage is 20, rank 2, score is 40. Finally, the total sum of the score is 3.0 and opinion to the ranking is 2. So in design C, the percentage weight equal to 25 customer acceptance and rank 1, score is 25. And coming to the cost, this will be percentage is 25 and rank 2 and importance score is 50 and reliability 25, rank 1 and importance score 1, rank 4 and score is 1. Strength, percentage weight 25, rank 3, importance score 75. So finally the importance sum is 2.5, the rank of option ranking is 3. Oh, finally the go to the design D, the percentage weight in customer satisfaction is 0.3, rank is customer satisfaction 3, importance score customer satisfaction 90. So percentage weight in cost 10%, rank 1, importance score 10. For reliability, what percentage weight is 20, rank 3, score 60. For streaming, for strength, percentage weight 40, rank 4, score is 1.6. Finally, we can calculating. So important sum 4 is a 3.2. So option ranking is 1 time. So finally you can go to the sum of the weights. So what final sum of the weight is 1.25. So average weight is 31. Criterion ranking is 1 for the customer satisfaction, customer acceptance. And coming to the cost is 1.05, 26 and 2 is a costing purpose. So reliability 75, 19, 4 is the average sum of the weights, and the average weight is 19. Criterion ranking is 4. So coming to the strength, so sum of the weight is 95. So average weight is 24. Criterion ranking is 3. So this is the completed the matrix data analysis. So, so these are the 7 new quality control tools. 7 new quality control tools we are arranging the quality process data analysis. Next, thank you.